I are clever.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 40, which is incredible. I think that's a pretty cool milestone there, 40 weeks of Settlers Saturday. Now, you may have noticed here, the game is paused, which can only mean one thing: the game is hard. Yeah, game is hard. Very difficult, actually. I think the last couple of episodes we were, a bit of a difficult one to start going, and it means that this guy is kind of ready to attack us. Let's unpause that. It means this Roman guy here ready to attack us. Let's get these fiefs down here to rob this guy blind. Steal as much stone as we can, as quickly as possible. Yeah, pause the game there. That looks like a thief coming in, actually, so we've just caught her there. We'll take her out. Very interesting. Go on, take her out. Yeah, having a little bit of trouble with this, and I'll tell you why. This building here is a barracks, and so this guy's going to start producing troops anytime soon. We've captured land all the way up here. Yeah, but I think we should stop because there is a little bit of an awkward area. I think we've already uncovered it, unfortunately. Yeah, there's an area that's a little bit bugged out, and I think it's exactly here, which kind of sucks because we've already captured it. I thought we might be able to not capture it, but I was playing this level earlier, and unfortunately we saw it before when I was sending troops. Where were they? I've got the troops back now, but I was sending the troops here, and they were kind of glitching out here last episode, if you can remember. And the same happened. I eventually made a stone cutters up here, which we want to do sometime soon. Not quite yet. Let's put this weaponsmith on a high priority here. Yeah, the same happened with the stone. These ladies were carrying stone back and forth, and they were just kind of caught in a circle here, going back and forth. Yeah, which isn't ideal. If this doesn't work, I might have to capture land all the way around here instead, and do it that way, because it just seems to be right here where it's kind of bugged out, and there's not really much I can do about that. Yeah. So we'll get these pioneers to stop now. We have claimed all of this land up here, so yeah, we're not worried about capturing anymore. But we need to be on the ball as quickly as possible. Let's send all of our thieves in here. What's this lady doing? Okay. Steal as much stone. We could steal, this is a weaponsmith here, we could steal a bit of that. Yeah, maybe we could do that. It might be a bit too late. Even now I've been chatting away, and it might be too late because this barracks may be built there. So this guy's going to have a whole load of soldiers pumping out exactly where we want to be stealing this stone here. Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to focus really quickly on getting some kind of production going in terms of troops and weapons. So yeah, we've got that weaponsmith. Let's also go for a grain mill. Somewhere around here. We've got these two grain farms here. This one's just been completed. This one though is kind of maxed out with the grain there. So let's get a grain mill on the go, and of course we're going to need a bakery as well. So that should help in terms of the coal. How are we doing here? Oh no. Okay, no one seemed to notice there. Let's go this way. Let's take a little detour. Because we do have a 13 stone there that we've stole, and no one seemed to be uncovered there. Very strangely. Okay. But yeah, this guy's ready to make soldiers. He actually is producing soldiers there. So yeah, I think our stone stealing days are over there. Okay, let's convert some of these ladies back, because I'm not sure if we're going to have enough stone to be able to... we do have a little bit of stone. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough stone to be able to start working on like a large residence, which would be ideal there. Never mind. Okay, let's get them out of there. Yeah, we're going to work on a bit of bread production here for the coal mine. We're going to work on some weapon production here. Let's turn this straight all to bows for now, because that's all we want. We want to be able to defend ourselves as much as possible. Hopefully we have enough stone. Okay. Yeah, bakery and grain mill. I don't know why we're working on the grain mill first. Let's put this grain... Yeah, we was working on the bakery first. Let's put this grain mill on a high priority here. Yeah, seems like a bit of a tricky level, unfortunately. But we do have this kind of triangle of defense here. I'm thinking we could crush this tower. We even got one stone back from there, which is always nice. We've got this little triangle of towers here. We might be able to defend this quite well. Yeah, I'm not sure for how long we'll be able to defend it for though. I'm going to get this lady to patrol a little bit, maybe another one to patrol a bit there. And we'll put some archers in this top tower here. Hopefully we should be able to defend ourselves. We'll see. Okay. Okay. I'll stop these pioneers as well, because we don't really want to... We don't mind not capturing this land. Okay, but we do want to capture up here, but not quite yet. Not quite yet in terms of building a stonecutter's hut. We don't want to do that quite yet. And we'll get these ladies out of there. How much stone do we have again? 25. Hopefully this is all stone here. This is 9. I thought it was 13. What are you doing? Yeah, it looks like they got stuck as well there. Is this one still stuck? Don't be stuck. Yeah, a little bit annoying about that, but I can't complain. This game's how many years old now? 14 years old, something daft like that. So, not much you can say about a 14-year-old game having a few bugs on one particular level. We'll convert these ladies back. It's like I say, it seems to be right here. So I'm not sure what we could do about that. Seems like they're trying to take the quickest route, which is BAM! Straight down there. We might be able to build a stonecutters. Instead of doing it there, we could build it possibly here. And then put the working area up there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that would work. Yeah, that might work. Because you build a stonecutter here and just gonna come around here and then take the quickest way, which is like directly into this area here. And like I say, between these two trees, they seem to get a bit confused. Never mind, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll get these thieves out of there. We did steal all that stone there. Excellent. Okay, I don't think there's... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing another run in there though, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, this yellow guy, these Egyptians here, they have a huge base. Look at this, all the way here, and then there's a little bit here you can see on the map there. So that's a huge base for them. And yeah, they're ready to attack us. We're going to get attacked by them this episode. I can guarantee that. It's just whether we're going to be ready to defend ourselves or not, which I hope we will be. We're producing what we got here. Yeah, the grain mill and the bakery. I'm wasting a little bit of time here. We need to be as efficient as possible with our buildings. Let's go for another... Was that a good spot? Yeah, another coal mine and then possibly another iron mine. Let's see here. Yeah, something like that. So we've got coal and iron. I'm going to go to the distribution of goods now. Double check for the fish. Yeah, we've sorted that out. Let's go to the bread here. And normally I wouldn't do this, but we're going to send it so the bread can also go to the iron ore mine there. I mean, it's not ideal, but we're going to do it anyway. I could think about another fisherman's hut, but no, we'll focus on buildings that we actually need for now. Okay, I'll put these on a high priority. see what happens. Normally I wouldn't bother, you know, because they're the only buildings, so there's not really much point. Try and convert these ladies back. Okay. Come on, come on. There we go. And we'll do the same for these. We don't want to capture this land. There's nothing down there, so we won't bother. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we are going to be attacked. Like I say, I played this episode earlier trying to record, and a few things went to pot instantly. We got attacked quite quickly. Like I say, the last couple of episodes, maybe we weren't as efficient as possible. And then what else? Yeah, there was that bug, which meant there was not really much I could do, unfortunately. So I think this episode is just going to be waiting for individual buildings to be built. It kind of sucks, but we've only got a certain amount of stone here, so there's not a whole lot we can do. I think as well we've got an extra woodcutter's hut that we probably could crush here. Are we going to get some stone back from it though? I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not going to get any stone back from that, so there's not really much point in crushing one. That's probably the only reason I would crush one, so we'll leave that. Yeah, so I think this episode is going to be just waiting around, waiting for these buildings to be built, instead of putting on a crazy production queue. Okay. Oh, look at all that juicy iron ore there. Maybe we should go for that as well. Or shall I go for a second bakery? I think I could possibly go for a second bakery. We're going to be churning out a whole load of grain anytime soon now. This grain farm's nearly up and running. This one looks like it's... Oh, to speak of the devil there, she's just starting to harvest a little bit, I think. Is she? Let's keep an eye on her. Yeah, there we go. So let's go for another bakery, I think. Because I'm not sure how many grain farms a grain mill can handle. You know what I mean, like the ratios that I've spoken about before. But grain mills can handle so many. Definitely more than 3. Yeah, because they make that grain so fast. So, let's get another bakery. Because we're going to have a huge amount of flour. Possibly think about another waterworks, but not really a massive deal for now. We could go for a... Where are we looking? A small temple, possibly. And think about promoting our troops. And then at some point we are going to need a... we are going to need to build a stonecutters up here. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's convert these ladies back to pioneers. Capture this land up here. And we might go with that trick I was saying before. Just so we avoid this. Just so we avoid them taking the shortest route here. Which is obviously this corner and then this corner. Because that's where they get stuck. So... not ideal, but we might be able to squeeze in. I think they'd probably still get stuck if I built anything around here. If I could get one right over here. Yeah, if we could squeeze in a stonecutters hut here, we might be able to avoid that kind of the bug which is around this area. We'll see. Looks like all of these ladies are in use now as well. Let's have a look. What's just cracked off? Yeah, okay. Started to produce a bit of bread there. I think what we should do is go to the priority. We've already got fish at the top there. Let's get bread. Bread is a high priority there. It's not green because we're not storing it. We don't want to put it into the storage areas. We just want it to be a super high priority, which is, it kind of is. But then again, coal is also a high priority as well, so we'll do that. Did we just get attacked? Okay. Okay, good to know. We might be in for a little invasion anytime soon. I'm not sure. It's got to be soon, right? Oh yes, look at that. We can squeeze in a stonecutters hut there. Can we get the working area up there? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that's good to know. That might help us here avoid this bug. And here we go. A huge army is on its way. Maybe I'll sacrifice this geologist to hold them back for a little bit. That was the slight glimpse of an army. Don't know which way it's going to come. Possibly down here. Wonder which way. That makes, if they're coming up this way though. What's that? Ah, there's an army there as well. I think they're just going to sneak out of the woodwork. I was thinking we might be able to defend ourselves like 300 style. Do you know what I mean? Where there's just the slightest little gap here, which there is. Yeah, I think they came... Huh. They must have came from this way. We could have 300 style defend ourselves there. Yeah, that might be an option in the future. You know what I mean? The slightest little gap and all we need is a few soldiers to fend them off. That might have worked. But luckily we've got these ladies walking down. They can't be attacked. So we know when we know what size of an army we're dealing with. And it's such a long distance for him to walk that the army's kind of split up into its different units here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. No, come back, come back, come back. Okay. Let's do this. I want to fight under these towers again. Here we go. This is a big force coming in. If we can take out their melee troops at least. Yeah, if we can take out their melee troops, we might have a little bit of a fighting chance. Let's go in. And it looks like they're running off already. Okay, cool. Perfect. But they are going to come back, definitely. They're going to come back and attack us. We'll chase them off. So that was alright for now. That was okay. I think we did lose a few troops there though, and then again they're going to attack us next time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Fended them off quite easily though. I'm quite happy with how that went. We didn't lose an incredible amount of troops. Let's keep going though. I want to go to where we're looking here, coal distribution, and kind of lower it for, let's say, for the toolsmith. It's already quite low. Maybe for the iron smelter as well. I want it to go to the gold smelter. Not the gold smelter, the weaponsmith. Maybe equal between the iron smelter there and the weaponsmith. Definitely the toolsmith should be low. So whenever I make a tool, there's going to be loads left, you know what I mean? Unless I'm making loads and loads of tools, there's going to be loads of coal left anyway. This looks cool at least. We should start thinking about a... that's not very good there. 8 stone. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, we definitely want... Where are we? This stone cutter. High priority, definitely. Maybe even another one. I want to kind of avoid this area here, if possible. Could I squeeze it in there? That might work. Or here. Is this going to work? Yeah, that stinks though. Look at that. Look how far he's going to have to walk. That's as close as we can get it. Yeah. Can I go this way with it? Okay, we'll do that anyway. Like I say, that sucks, but you know, it's better than not having any stone or only having one stone cutter there. I won't put that one on a high priority. I will put this one on a high priority because that kind of is a little bit closer. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool, let's see how this goes now. Are we being attacked again? Yeah, we did get attacked again there. Okay. So yeah, it's just about producing weapons as quickly as possible now. We definitely definitely want a residence soon. Like, seriously soon. Yeah. Let's stop these ladies. We kind of want them as settlers now, instead of pioneers. Do we have any other pioneers that we can convert back? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay. We've got 2 bakeries on the go. We've got a grain mill as well. We also have this small temple that has all the stone it needs. That's cool. Maybe I could crush this forester's hut. I don't know if we'll get any stone back from that. Let's have a quick look. No, we won't. We won't. Because it halves the amount of materials you get, so half of one isn't going to give us half of a stone. It's just going to give us nothing there, so not really much point crushing that yet. Okay. So we've got this small temple. Why isn't this being built? Let's put that on a high priority so we can produce some... Well, we can make use of this mead that's being produced here. At least. Okay, we've got all the materials. Well, a fair few materials there. Cool. So we've got these 6 pioneers. Let's convert them back and then that'll be it. Just gotta wait for them to stop moving. Okay, there we go. Okay. Very slowly producing troops. I think we've probably made up for all the troops we lost there. I'd really want to send these fiefs in. Even if we can steal just the slightest little bit of stone there, that would be perfect. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. Let's send them in anyway, see what we can do. 13, the unlucky 13. Maybe we'll go with a little scout first, have a little look around. If there's any building projects going on, maybe we could loot them. To slow him down a little bit as well. Okay. I'm tempted to crush this and get the stone from it, but then all of my settlers, that's the only building I've got. I could crush this medium residence here. I think people might be a little bit annoyed by that. No, not yet, not yet. If things get desperate, I'll crush this medium residence, but not until then. Okay. Okay, very slowly producing things there. We've got a small temple going, which should give us a little bit of ability to promote anytime soon. Well, in the near future at least. Okay. Let's go for another iron mine here. There we go, and a coal. Can I squeeze one in there? Ah, that didn't really look like a good spot, really. That'll do. That's a better spot, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. But maybe not even quite yet. We are kind of lacking in the stone department here, so I'll pause these. I forgot we're lacking in the stone here. We've only got 8. This one's got all the materials it needs. This one needs a little bit of stone there. And there's some builders on the way there to complete that for us. Fantastic. Fantastic. I don't think we have any... That scared me then. I just looked at the minimap and saw all this red. Scared me. So we've got a 1 thief in here. Oops. That guy's obviously spotted us. Let's bail. I'm not sure how the AI works. Like, how did he know? How did he send 1 spearman to come and take us out? I don't know. Let's get out of there. It's not going to follow us that long. Okay, what was I talking about before I said that? I think we need another pickaxe. Yeah, or 2. Let's go for 2 more pickaxes here. We've got the iron and the coal for it. We might as well do it. Can we steal any stone? Any stone whatsoever. Let's have a little look. So this guy, we've got to attack him. That's the victory conditions here. We've got to take this guy's base. He has castles, man. It's got at least 4 castles there I can see. And strangely enough, this guy built them himself. Jackpot there, by the way. Look at that. He built these castles himself. It wasn't like pre-built, it was the AI that actually went in and did these. Can we send 11 in at a time? Possibly not. Let's go for 5 here. We'll try and steal that. We'll send this thief all the way up there. And kind of go for that. Okay. Okay. Okay guys, so we're just about finished here, but before I go I just want to talk about this channel a little bit here. Obviously this is the 40th episode, which is pretty cool indeed, so that's 40 weeks. At this point in saying this, at the point in this video, we've just passed 250 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I wanted to do a kind of 250 subscriber special, but yeah, I got everything ready, it was kind of prepared, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately. It was actually outside, it was very weather dependent for the 250 subscriber special, and yeah, the weather kind of let us down there, so unfortunately that didn't happen. Though it is still on the cards, maybe for a later subscribers special. I want to work on another series. I've got one in mind, kind of halfway there with it, and that's going to be where we play the games within games kind of thing. It's going to be called Metagame, and that's just going to be a bit of a wild card, really. I think that's going to be pretty cool, though. What else was the... Oh yeah, in this game, actually, I increased the bitrate when I was rendering the videos. Like, I noticed on the YouTube videos, when I'm moving around like this, it kind of blurs. Like, when it's completely still, and I'm not doing anything like that, it's fine. But then, when I'm moving around, it's a little bit blurry. And I don't get that at the minute, so I increased the bitrate, and that seemed to do the job, actually. That seemed to work really well, which is pretty cool. I think we should go for a medium residence here. Are these working out okay? No one's glitching out, are they? It's hard to tell at the minute. We're not there yet. Okay. Let's go for a... screw it. Let's go for a large residence. We've got enough stone for it. Cool. Okay, cool. What was I saying? Yeah, I increased the bitrate on this, so hopefully now I think it looks a little bit better, which I'm quite happy with that. We've got a new series coming, Metagame, where we play the games inside games, which would be pretty cool. There's a secret project going that I've been working on for ages. This is like this kind of was my idea when I got back into YouTube. I've had the account for years, but when I started actually making videos, this was one of the things I wanted to do. So there's a new series that we should be working on sometime soon. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty amazing. So if you've watched it this far, you're obviously quite interested in the channel. Someone did ask me if I could do more than one Settlers video a week, which that would be cool, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. But there are going to be some other series coming, which I'm pretty excited about. Now I saved the game earlier before I started saying all this, so I'm not exactly sure when we're going to hit that half-hour mark. But yeah, let's just continue playing a little bit here. Let's keep an eye on this. Okay. Okay. It looks like we never really majorly got attacked. Last time I was playing, we even got wiped out like once when I was trying to play it earlier. We had that bug, wasn't very good. So yeah, it looks like we've done quite well here. We managed to steal a little bit more stone there, which is fantastic. Was there a bit of a jackpot? Oh, it was that. Okay, we'll go in again. We'll go in again. Cool. So yeah, hope you're excited about these new videos coming. We've got the mystery project, which is going to be absolutely epic. I don't want to go too much details about that at the minute. Unfortunately, the 250 subscriber special didn't really work as intended, so that's still on the cards for another, maybe when we hit another milestone, I'll do that one. We've got a new series coming, which is Metagame, playing the games within games. I've increased the bitrate on this, so hopefully your viewing experience should be a little bit better, and that's got to be around the half-hour mark, surely. So I'll see you next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday.